is now a great opportunity for buyers to enter the real estate market. If you look at a lot of the stats and the available inventory, how fast homes are selling, and for the average sales price, it really looks like it's a seller's market out there. But if you dive a little bit deeper, as we will in a minute as we go over this new BAM article, that we are in a unique buying opportunity. So stay tuned as we cover that article. Hey, my name is Justin. Thank you for watching my channel. We cover all the local housing information here in Southern Connecticut and also sometimes across the country. If you find any value from watching this video, please give it a like and a share so we can expand the channel as far as we can. At the end of the video, if you still have any questions or you'd like to hop on a quick call with me, there are 3 links in the description. Click on any one of those to schedule a call. So this all started with 5 ways to articulate today's unique home buying opportunity. This was listed here on BAM on January 26th. And it's where Ryan Lazine is having a conversation with David Childress of Keeping Current Matters. And he references this great quote by David Stevens, a former Assistant Secretary of Housing. This may be the one and only window for the next couple of years to get into a buyer's market. And remember, as the Federal Reserve data shows, home prices only go up and always recover from recessions, no matter how mild or severe. Long-term homeowners should view this market right now as a unique buying opportunity. Now let's get into this after the very interesting quote there. So one of the first reasons why I think this is a great buying opportunity for buyers out there right now is, number one, the time of year. We are at the middle to late stages of winter, or not quite at spring and clearly not at summer. And like most markets in the Northeast area, once the weather gets a little bit warmer, the competition is going to raise exponentially. And so right now is an amazing opportunity to find a home that fits all of your needs without a whole lot of competition out there. And if you were a home buyer in the past year and a half, you'll understand just how difficult it was to find that home and then eventually get it under contract. So take advantage of the lull in the market that we experience between spring and summer markets. Number 2, I would say, is interest rates are always fluctuating and we can never predict what they're going to do in the future. But right now they stayed pretty steadily in the high 5s to low 6s, which over the past 6 or 7 months has been pretty good. And because of that, as an example, last month we saw loan applications raise almost 30%. So that means that buyers are getting ready to go back out there in the market and take advantage of an interest rate that had dropped maybe a half to or a quarter of a point, depending on your situation. So take advantage, get your pre-approval done, and get out there and start shopping and lock in that relatively low rate as we're seeing over here in the past 30 to 45 days. Uncertainty in the market. And we could say that about basically any other time, but as we're seeing, and we have been over the past couple of years, inventory is not going up. We have been in an inventory deficit for a couple of years now, and we don't really predict that is going to go up. And especially if you look back with new home purchases where buyers got it locked in or even refinanced at a much lower rate, 3%, some even under 3% in a short time last year, where sellers were able to do that. You got to start thinking ahead of time. And so why would a seller decide to sell their home and get out of a 3% interest rate and go into one that is 6 or 6.5%? They just wouldn't do it unless they have to do it. And so with the low competition that we're seeing out there, a relatively reasonable mortgage rate, and the uncertainty of inventory rising over the spring and summer, this presents a great opportunity for buyers to take advantage of all 3 of these aspects, get something under contract, and be moving ready for spring and summer so you could start enjoying that home right away and not have to worry about all the craziness that will surely follow come spring or summer.